was a huge hit for Carrie Underwood back in 2006, one of many. More recently, she's faced and overcome a daunting series of misfortunes and disappointments. She talks with our Tracy Smith for the record.
She's only 35, but Carrie Underwood has already had a lifetime of success. She's sold 64 million records and won 7 Grammys, with a voice that's been called the best of her generation.
Carrie Underwood all the way.
We met her last month at the High Church of Country Music, Nashville's Grand Ole Opry, and the place was packed to the rafters.
So this makes me nervous, not you. You can go sing if you want.
No, thank you.
I'll leave that to you.
She's expecting her second child, but she still did 2 shows that night. And as always, she managed to make it all look easy.
Was there a point where you thought, this has got to stop? Like, this winning streak has to end at some point?
It's been a good life, and you can't win all the time. You got to have some downs to realize when you're up.
And she's definitely had her share of downs.
Where 69 meets 40, there's a single stoplight town.
That single stoplight town is Chakota, Oklahoma, population around 3,000. It's typical enough, except for that big green sign just off the interstate. Carrie Underwood grew up here, the youngest of 3 girls.
Laughing all the while.
She's always loved animals, even helped build a local shelter. Her mom Carol's a volunteer.
We don't have a bad dog here. We hardly have ever had a bad dog here.
Sweet. Did you feel like an only child?
In some ways.
Carrie's been gone since 2001, but it seems a part of her has never left.
Are there things that you miss about Chakota?
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is the only place that my soul can rest. I'm gonna cry. Dang it. Hormones. It's just when I come here, I can turn off. And there's no other place in the world that's like that. And I feel like everybody's got that place. Everybody's got that home feel that it's like, I sleep when I'm here. Like, I sleep. And it's like, I don't get that anyplace else.
Still, there was a world beyond Chakota. At Northeastern State University, she sang a bit with a country music group and majored in journalism with her sights on a career in TV news. But that all changed in the summer of 2004 when she tried out for American Idol.
You can make your heart feel.
And I was hoping through American Idol that at least she would get some face recognition.
At least,
yeah,
right?
so she might get a job at one of the news stations or something in Tulsa. So.
That was the hope.
Mm-hmm.
And then this happened.
Carrie Underwood!
For Carrie Underwood, winning Idol was like launching a country music moon rocket.
Jesus, take the wheel.
She made a hit album, and then a few more. She toured the world, and the awards started piling up.
And the ACM Entertainer of the Year is Carrie Underwood.
She also got married in 2010 to NHL hockey star Mike Fisher, had a little boy, Isaiah, started a workout wear line, Kalia, and learned to enjoy her stardom and all that went with it. But just when it seemed that all was perfect, life threw her a curve. Last November, she tripped outside her Nashville home and landed on her face.
My face broke my fall.
You joke about it now, but it was how many stitches?
They said between 40 and 50.
But as bad as that fall was, it was almost trivial compared to the personal agony she endured last year, all while working on a new album called, appropriately enough, Cry Pretty.
Let's talk about that title track, Cry Pretty. When you talked about it with your fans, you said, I want to make sure I get this right, it speaks to a lot of things that have happened in this past year.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Here we go. Oh, Lordy. Sorry. 2017 just wasn't how I imagined it.
In what way?
I'd kind of planned that 2017 was, going to be the year that I work on new music and I have a baby. We got pregnant early 2017 and didn't work out. And yeah, it happens. And that was the thing in the beginning. It was like, okay, God, we know this just wasn't your timing, and that is all right. We will bounce back and figure our way through it. And got pregnant again in the spring, and it didn't work out. Got pregnant again early 2018. Didn't work out. So at that point, it was just kind of like, okay, like, what's the deal? What is all of this? And throughout the whole process, I'm writing, and like literally right after finding out that I would lose a baby, I'd have a writing session and I'd be like, let's go. I can't just sit around thinking about this. Like, I want to work, I want to do this, because I would literally have these horrible things going on in my life, and then I have to go smile and like do some interviews or like do a photo shoot or something, So it was just kind of like therapeutic, I guess.
And she says it could also be excruciating.
This is what the song's about. That
Yeah.
you put this face on for the world.
And sometimes you just can't.
Was there a point where you're like looking up going, what are you doing to me?
I had always been afraid to be angry because we are so blessed. And my son, Isaiah, is the sweetest thing, and he's the best thing in the world. And I'm like, if we can never have any other kids, that's okay, because he's amazing. And I have this amazing life. Like, really, what can I complain about? I can't. I have an incredible husband, incredible friends, an incredible job, an incredible kid. Can I be mad? No. And I got mad.
Then one night, after what she thought was another miscarriage, she says she prayed like never before.
Mike was away just for the evening, and I texted him, and I was like, I don't really want to be alone, so I'm just going to go snuggle with Isaiah. And I don't know how I didn't wake him up, but I was just sobbing. And I was like, why on earth do I keep getting pregnant if I can't have a kid? Like, what is this? Shut the door. Like, do something. Either shut the door or let me have a kid. And for the first time, I feel like I actually told God how I felt. And I feel like we're supposed to do that. That was like a Saturday, and the Monday I went to the doctor to like confirm another miscarriage. And they told me everything was great. And I was like, it hurt me. Not that he hasn't in the past, but maybe, I don't know, he hurt me.
God heard your prayer.
He did.
You can pray.
Looking at her now, you'd never guess anything was ever wrong. She'll go on tour this spring, hopefully, she says, with her new baby in tow. It seems Carrie Underwood waded through a year of despair and found something beautiful.
And I feel like there's there's several songs on the album that came from that, or I connect with in a totally different way because of those experiences that we went through. And they were hard, and it sucked so much, but things are looking better.